It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Chicago. It's the Packers and the Bears. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
With a chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now Rodgers. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. To throw is Fields. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Fields now to throw. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Fields on 3rd down. Got an open man, it's Pringle. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice 1st down there. maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap. Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Kari Blasingame taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown. Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you've got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame. And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. It looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover. Randall Cobb on the breakaway. 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 74 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him. And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And Johnson's extra point up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive. And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. First run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields buying time to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Play action. It's Fields. Steps away. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Touchdown Bears! Dante Pettis, a 15-yard touchdown grab, and the Bears have taken the lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. On the move past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And right now we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Johnson for the extra point try. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Off play action. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, a run with Herbert. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there. Now they'll be looking at a third down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event, not getting to them early.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. But now he appears to be in some pain. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll go again with Herbert. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. Here's a give to Herbert, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. From the gun, here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Dante Pettis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Rodgers again now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Fields. On the move to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff for Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the 41, Fields out to his left. The 20. 10. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Will make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Santos with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll find Aguara complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Rodgers going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks.
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
Always got some breathing room. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. 101 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. This game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Herbert once more. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Khalil Herbert with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Yeah, this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Rodgers now on first down. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. And they're going to get this up to midfield. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tonyan. And some space here. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. We switch the attention now to Khalil Herbert as this offense comes out for their next drive. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
and he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 176 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Herbert. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they're knocking on the door now, as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd and 9, Fields to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have regained the lead. So a response there to the touchdown, the opening drive of this 3rd quarter, as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that, because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packers offense set to go. And the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So we're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. Fields got his, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Fields now to throw. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Fields on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. N'Keal Harry, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Santos with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it. Anyone who's here in the stadium, they've got to be having a blast, wondering who's going to score next and who's going to gain an advantage. The people who hate this,
the guys that play your old position.
my old position, anyone on defense, this is not a satisfying game for them, not at all.
Yeah, these offenses rolling. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. It's a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On now is the Packers punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
At this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
One play action, Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Good move, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here's Hofrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. Darnell Savage there to make the tackle. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a first down.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He'll find Jones again, complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. carry here for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now the point after try for Santos. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was all finished off on a touchdown catch by N'Keal Harry. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now Rodgers in the pack, down by 10, a little under a minute 50 remaining. Their Super Bowl hopes hanging by a thread as they come up on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Pass complete, Tonyan. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Back to throw, Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. He's got room at the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the delay, Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust. Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone. Onto the field now come the Bears. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Herbert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Back to throw, Fields. Rolling to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one. They snap it to Fields. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of. It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears! Kari Blasingame. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bull his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on that Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Kyler Gordon puts it off. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On 1st down, Fields. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Bears will be shuffling on to the Super Bowl. They are the NFC champs as we say goodnight, everybody.